So there's three main reasons that all companies should have to be implementing a safety management system. So these are in a certain particular order, but not exactly in that order. They all kind of have the same weight, but this is the way I weight them. So the first one, a lot of people will say, and especially the governments will say, the most important reason is because of the moral or ethical reason for doing it. So this means companies doing what's called the right thing. The right thing for their workers, the right thing for the economy and for their jurisdiction, wherever that may be. This means sending workers home safe at the end of every day, giving business owners the ability to sleep at night, knowing that they've done everything in their power to ensure that their workers are safe and healthy while they're under their watch. And also, it improves employee morale as well too, because working for a place that you know cares about you, workers are much happier at work knowing that, and they also tend to stick around a lot longer. So it does also help with employee retention as well too. Now, the second reason that we have is a financial reason. So at the end of the day, businesses are in the business of making money, where most businesses are for profit, unless you're a charitable organization. But even then, not losing money for the charity is also good for business as well too. Now, how we do that, how a safety management system helps you financially. It can reduce your insurance rates. So whether you're in a WCB jurisdiction or another jurisdiction, everybody has some sort of insurance scheme that they're paying into. You want to keep those rates as low as possible. So by reducing injuries and incidents in your workplace, you can actually reduce your premium that you're going to be paying, because employers that have more incidents and injuries are going to pay a higher rate than those who are safe and healthy at all times, because they are not paying lost time wages. WCB works just like any other insurance company. When you use the insurance, your rate goes up. Now, also what you can avoid financially by having a safety management system in place are any fines or penalties that the government might impose on somebody that they deem unsafe. Now, this can happen through administrative penalties through the government when they come in and see you're not doing things and then you don't do what they ask you. They can put an administrative fine on you. And also you can be prosecuted under the law, which can carry very hefty prosecution fines and penalties as well too. Now, another good reason for implementing a safety management system, if you were to get safety certified in some fact, COR certified, something like that, now you're also going to get a WCB reduction on top of your low rates. You're also going to get a 15% rebate. And also, you'll be able to get more jobs. You'll be able to bid on government jobs that are up for tender, where now if you don't have COR specifically in the construction industry, you can not bid on the projects if you are not COR certified. So you'll be able, it opens up your scope of work that's available to you. And also with big prime contractors, they tend to shy away from companies without a safety management system, and especially ones that do not have COR certification. Also, another way that you're benefiting financially is avoiding any sort of hidden costs that we call them with incidents and injuries. Now, this can range everything from lawyers, which as we all know are very, very costly, all the way down to administration costs, rehiring, retraining of workers that you've lost, things of that manner. And then also any medical devices that may result from an injury, hearing aids, any sort of implants or anything like that that a worker might need because of their workplace injury. The employer is going to be on the hook for those until that worker turns 65 years old. So, 20-year-old worker losing their hearing, you're going to be paying for their hearing aids and batteries until, that worker turns 65. So 45-year span, that can add up to huge sums of money. And then once again, I mentioned this in the first one, employee retention. Employee retention, as we all know, the cost of hiring employees is great. And if you aren't having to constantly rehire and retrain employees because you're losing them to injury and they're staying and not jumping ship to a safer company, you're going to save money that way as well too. Okay, and then now our third one, and I put this one third because very few companies implement a safety management system for this reason. It's usually because the government has told them they have to do it. We call this legal compliance. All jurisdictions have health and safety laws stating that you have to have a safety management system in place. Now that ranges depending on which jurisdiction you're in, but at the core of it, every company, registered company, needs to have safety in place, has to ensure the safety and health of the workers in their workplace and others in their workplace, not just workers. So there's that. Now, Failing to do so can result in those fines and penalties I talked about before, prosecutions, and also things called improvement orders and stop work orders. Now, an improvement order is where the government is giving you basically a warning and saying you don't have this, so put it in place by this date. And a stop work order is something so dangerous that they shut down your site. And not a lot of employers know, and this goes back to the financial reason, you can see all three tie together. When you do get a stop work order, you still have to pay all your employees, even though they're not doing work for you and generating income for you. So you can see how that's a double loss at that point as well too. Yeah, so those are the three reasons. I think between those three reasons, every employer can find one that resonates with them. I think all employers will find the financial one resonating with them. And then some employers only do it because the government wants them to, or they've told them to. And then some people are very, very proactive and are doing it because it's the right thing. They want to have their due diligence in place to protect themselves, protect the company, and to protect their workers. I'm Fred Barnes, and I'm a registered safety professional, as well as a registered COR and SafeWork Certified Auditor. I've been working in the health and safety field for over a decade, helping companies from a variety of industries, ranging in size from 2 to over 10,000 employees with their health and safety challenges. Contact us today to find out how we can help you achieve your health and safety goals.